No.
What?
Should I mute myself?
Oh yeah,
are you guys just gonna mute everybody?
We can if we want.
I mean, we got Hal playing a game against Isaac right now. They don't even care.
Yeah, they're not in it.
I texted Kevin and told him to watch only because I was like 7 years deep after watching SmackDown.
Red Wings will watch. He always watches. All right. All right. So should we start?
Am I muting myself or not? That's what I want to know. Who's running this show?
You can mute yourself if you want.
Not you.
Do you trust yourself to not be a jackass?
No.
Okay, I'll mute you. I'll just mute all three of you. Because I definitely don't trust Knowles. All right, we're starting.
Welcome to the 2016 TSL World Cup Draw. We're here with your hosts, Akshat Singhal and Ryan Schwetzinger.
All right, I think you went a little too heavy on the pitch decrease there. I would have maybe scaled it a little bit further toward the mean.
Well, it was a little more difficult than I thought it was going to be.
Well, nevertheless, it appears that this World Cup draw is finally live, and I'm not going to lie to you, I don't have much of semblance of what we're really doing here. Akshat, maybe you can fill in the details. I know we're going to be picking the final groups here for our World Cup draw. Other than that, I'm just along for the ride. So, what do you got for us here, Akshat?
I'll hand it over to Bronk to give us the rundown on how this draw is going to work.
I just went about 30 seconds on my own, and the most you can do is like 5.
Yeah, well, I did the intro.
That's what this is. All right.
Yeah, what's going on? So we'll be doing the draw, and just like kind of post on the forums, we're gonna do go through the European region first. So we'll just start from Group A, going down through Group D for just 4 teams, and then again A through D with the next 4 teams. After that point, we'll break for a little bit, and then we will do the 4 teams from the Asia region, and then lastly the 4 teams from the Americas.
Not so sure a break is necessary, gotta be honest.
Well, we gotta get in our Pokemon Go advertisements. They paid us a lot.
We might as well just do all 8 Europe teams, and then we can go to our first interview.
All right. Well, I think we might as well get this draw started then. So as I said, we will start with the European region, starting with Group A. So drawn in Group A.
All 3 of us are in the European region. Allow me to interject. So this could be interesting. We could end up playing each other here. Who knows, right?
That's true. And I'll actually throw up the pots right there just for a little pot randomization, so we can see kind of where all those teams will land.
Good segue. Good segue. This is a good production value so far.
So starting out with the first draw in Group A from the European region, we have Portugal, managed by some guy named Broncos218.
Addressing yourself in the third person. And
moving down into Group B, we have Romania and Seaman.
So we get a thumbs up from Colby over there.
Moving on down into Group C.
Just pick me. No Colby. No Colby. No Colby.
Greece and Red Owl.
Red Owl avoids Romania.
And in Group D, we have England and Big Beans McGee.
Great. Well, all I know is I'm pretty much guaranteed to draw a Colby here.
As long as I don't get Colby, that's fine. Or Red Elk. I don't want to play
That
Greece.
still leaves us with 4 European teams. We still have both of you guys, the Austria and Switzerland teams, and we also have defending champion Czech Republic still out there, as well as Spain, led by Jocko. So, any groups you guys want to see develop before we continue on?
I'd love to see Akshat with Colby. I think that would be a fair matchup and create a compelling game for all involved.
I disagree. I would love to see Knowles and Colby in the same group. I know there's some good storylines there.
No, I'd like to see Knowles and Red.
I'm just glad I never have to play Greece ever again.
Well, according to Akshat's notes that he provided to me prior to this, which I have to say really aided with my preparation, it appears that TSL Commissioner Vanel easily came in second, while the rest of the group was no match for him and C-Max dominance. I don't know how you just didn't write
Well, it's not so much me as it is Alexander Maxim. He's really led the squad.
Well,
I'm just there, you know.
If we go to the note he wrote for, what was it? Yeah, for Romania, C-Mac had the second highest goal differential in all of qualifying. Some say Red Wings is still trying to figure out the identity of Mystery Man Confidential. That's
the single-handed
legitimate stat and then add a comical one. Great juxtaposition. That's great.
Single-handedly the greatest joke in TSL history.
Any chance we get to take a dig at Red Wings, we'll take.
I don't even know what team he made. Oh, wait, he's Argentina, right? Is he even in the World Cup?
He
is Mexico.
He's Mexico.
No, he's Mexico.
According to the notes, he posted the best goal differential in all of qualifying at plus 18, and I quote, shockingly, only gave up 3 goals. Akshay was quite surprised by that. So.
Well, please put him in my group. If I can get him and Asset, that would be a major win for the Romanians.
I'll just have to avoid Colby. I think I can have a chance against anyone, albeit a slim one against some people, but Colby, it's a 0. So,
I'd honestly rather not play you. You played me well lately, so
but I
I'd
still
rather play Asset, Red Wings, and I'm just glad I don't have to play Greece's back line ever again.
Well, we'll see. We'll see who gets matched up next. So let's continue on this draw, and we'll start again with Group A. Again, we'll do the next 4 European teams, going again from Group A down through Group D.
Not Switzerland. Not Switzerland.
In Group A, we have Switzerland and Acing Hall 31.
Why you avoided Colby? That's positive.
Yeah, but
Boo!
Ronaldo, really?
Colby's more fearful than Ronaldo.
It's equal at this point.
Moving down to Group B,
Us.
we have Spain and Jocko.
Jocko, rough draw.
Okay.
But hey, he only needs to get second to advance.
Jocko went. Let me add this stat that I researched myself. Jocko went undefeated in his qualifying campaign: 4 wins, 2 draws, and a +6 goal differential.
I'm happy with that. Playing Jocko is fun, regardless of how strong Spain is. So it's a good draw.
Moving down into Group C, we have Austria and Arschweb.
I don't hate it. Although Red Owl did play me tough in our recent league match, but I avoided Colby, so it's a win no matter what. That's all I have to say.
And closing out for the European region, Group D, that leaves us with Czech Republic, defending champs, led by Knight Knowles.
Unmute Knowles.
Let's get some quick thoughts from Knowles on this draw.
I got big beans again, so that's always a 50-50
It's an astute observation.
match. It could be a horrible match. Get those PSN messages.
All right, I think we want.
I don't know what else to say.
Do we want to go to our first interview?
I think so.
All right, let's bring Colby back here if he's
Whoa!
done.
We got an on the phone graphic?
On the phone.
Ooh, on
This
the
is well
phone.
done.
Wow.
I've got him.
Mute Knowles here again. Oh,
Wow.
For the love of God.
All right, Colby.
Yes.
Early look at the draw. You already gave your quick thoughts on getting Jocko. What about the rest of the groups?
Let's see here. Well, like I said, I'm glad I'm not in Red Owl's group. That defense is ridiculous and annoying. Avoiding a group with Knowles and Beans always good. I'm very interested to see how Group A works. Obviously, like two such evenly matched users in Oxshot and Broncos, but Ronaldo obviously is going to shit all over you, asshat.
Oh, thanks for the...
Whoa, PG show. PG.
This is not PG, all right? This is the Attitude Era of TSL. And then with my group, so far, I mean, like I said, Spain's a good draw. It's a good opponent to play. Strong team, but given the way the rest of the board is shook out here, I can't complain.
Let's go to our co-host, Ryan Schwetfinger. Or host. What do you want to be called here? I don't know.
You were the B commentator, asshat. Respect, Ryan.
You're the JDL to my Mara on that.
Yeah, you're a Mara. You're a Mara.
I find it interesting. So you look at these teams, and Colby makes it a point there, Spain being the actual best raw team from the European region. You know, no Germany, no Italy, no France, Belgium, true. So you just look at the actual teams that are in this, it seems that the cream of the crop managers are getting by with maybe the B-plus style teams. I don't know. I mean, what do you have to say about that? I mean, Colby comes into it. He has to face Spain, always a tough team just based on the ratings alone here. Seems like we're in an era where the managers are winning out over the team quality themselves. What do you think, Akshat?
I mean, when you've got a player like Confidential Messi and a user like Colby who...
The users are winning out over the teams. That's the vibe I'm getting.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we see the same thing in pretty much all the groups. There's only two A-tier teams here. We've got England and Spain, really. And England still not really Spain's level, but it'll be interesting. I think all of these are pretty good matchups so far. Group C, two good defenses. Well, defensive users, at least. Group A, my group, I don't enjoy playing Portugal or Ronaldo in any way. But Bronk and I couldn't be more even, as our stats show. And Group B, obviously Colby is one of the best in the league. But Spain, it's a tough draw. And then Group D, Knowles needs no introduction or explanation. And same with Beans.
I think that's the highest praise that Knowles has ever received.
Unmute him. Get his response to that. This is why he's on here.
All right, well, are we all ready for the next region? Moving on to the Africa-Asia region.
Oh, muted. That's a tough break.
Yeah, let's move on to, we're going to Africa, Asia.
Yep, so again, we'll just start Group A, work our way down onto Group D. So a little bit about this region real quick. Kind of two heavyweights are Zikri and Seals, but also has UCAN for Russia and Pit for Life snuck in with Cameroon. So two big heavyweights and then two even bigger heavyweights.
Allow me to add some info here, courtesy of these terrific game notes compiled by Akshat. In the UCAN and Pit for Life action, winless in qualifying, they backed their way into the World Cup as the top two teams in the group dropped out / were removed. Okay, whatever. You go there too. Warren and Zikri, he writes, both won the group by default, though I don't think there was any doubt they were going to qualify either way as the bottom two teams dropped out of TSL. That seems to be almost the exact opposite. So I think we definitely have some teams to avoid here and some teams that maybe you're hoping to get drawn with based on these stark descriptions.
All I have to say is I hope that Bronk remembers that I PayPal him on the reg to hook me up in this exact scenario.
Well, that seems like some corruption. It's time to
We try not to make that too public. Try to keep that.
Everybody knows, all right?
Nope. Colby's out. Out.
Wow.
So moving on with our Africa-Asia region then. So we'll start out, and in Group A, we have Russia, led by You Can Hate Me Now.
Ooh, that's bad for me. 2/3 chance of playing Warren and or Zikri. Not
For
good.
Group B, we have the Ivory Coast and Seals.
All right.
Well, we get a head shake
Warren
from
against
Colby.
Colby. Classic battle.
Moving on down and into Group C, we have Egypt and Zikri.
Thumbs down from Schlepp here.
And the accompanying.
And that leaves us with Group D. We have Cameroon, led by Pit for Life.
And we get a woo from Knowles.
Are you kidding me right now?
Wolves.
So Knowles somehow ends up with
Gronk, what are you doing?
Beans and Pit for Life.
I think Robot. I mean, what's their OOTP backstory like? Who's gotten the better end of Nationals against the Pirates there? I truly don't know.
Well, actually, glad you guys did bring that up because looking at past World Cup, Pitt and Knight were actually in the same group, and Pit for Life was actually managing England at the time, and they played to a 0-0 draw.
Go Pitt.
Zikri. So I have to play both commissioners as if the fix isn't already in, including Zikri. Every time I'm screwed. Sorry, folks. It's been a good run.
Let's go to...
We can talk to UCAN here.
Yeah, let's go to UCAN here. We've got Bobby here. Group A, what are your thoughts so far?
First of all, what did you cook for dinner? We need to address this. Was there any delicious corn on the cob? I swear to you, every time I've seen corn on the cob, I've thought of that glorious day at Mafre Stadium. And that amazing. I don't even know when you tossed mayo. I hate mayo, and yet you found a way to make me like it. So.
As Colby once said, mayo is the second most vile thing on the planet.
It's not great.
And you somehow made it amazing.
See, but if you call it aioli, it's different. So, you know,
Whatever.
it's mayo.
That's what you just call it something.
It's mayo. You just call it aioli, and fucking people go crazy for it.
Unquestionably the best cook. Yes.
But actually,
the best soccer team. We'll find out.
all right, so my thoughts on Group A is I couldn't have picked a better group for me to land in. I mean, you know, me and Asshat, we have played so many times. It's kind of very similar play styles. You know, I like my chances in that group to at least make some noise. I don't think I'll advance, but you know, I hope to make things interesting. Definitely, it's seeing Seals in Colby and makes me worry about Jocko. The Group C, sorry, Schwepp, but D, Knowles couldn't have scripted it any better.
Say sorry. Don't even explain what you're apologizing for. I don't know.
Yeah, Jocko definitely got the shafts there in Group B.
That's rough. That's rough. I would not want. Although you got Spain. He's got Spain. That's a good team.
Yeah, you can't count him out with Spain, but man, going up against.
No, I'm not. His road is going to be harder though.
Well, yeah.
Having Seals and Colby in that same group.
If you give me Spain.
So I mean, the only thing I would make that group even better is to see Red Wings.
Just saying. Colby gives everyone a thumbs up. He likes his chances. He'd probably still win.
No, that's a thumbs up to getting Red Wings in that group. That would certainly increase my.
It's a free points for you to get Red Wings.
Red Wings remember, you posted the best goal differential and shockingly only gave up 3 goals. This is what my PR guy Akshat tells me. This is what he's doing my job.
You know, he had the best goal differential over you, Colby. You had the second best. He had the best.
Congrats. I'll gladly be the underdog in that match.
Allow me to perform a professional segue into the Americas division here. We've already read the note for Red Wings here. Mexico, best goal differential, shockingly strong defense. But you look at the other three teams, and this is appalling, but I will read them to you. Peru, qualified despite a negative goal differential thanks to little competition. Sounds bad. Gets worse. Chile didn't win a single match in qualifying and had an astounding negative 13 goal differential, yet find themselves in the World Cup thanks to 4 teams dropping out. Okay, backdoor. Uruguay also found himself in the World Cup thanks to him being the only person left in the group after 3 members dropped out. You had to do literally nothing, J-Face, and you got into the group. So I don't know. These notes just kept getting more and more negative. So we'll see where this goes. But hey, I'm just glad we have 4 managers that are still around, because that appeared to be the key to getting through in the Americas region.
It was literally the only 4 people left in the Americas region qualified.
J-Face is a Crew SC fan, so I have to throw my support there to Uruguay. I think he would have got through even if the other 3 members hadn't dropped out.
Maybe.
Just saying.
All right,
Dare we draw this? Dare we complete this?
Yeah, so we can move on to the final group, if you guys want to finish off with the Americas group. So we'll start out again, just Group A through Group D.
Just put Red Wings in Colby's group, please. That'd be great. It'd be funny.
Starting out with Group A, we have Mexico and Red Wings.
Damn it. Well,
okay.
Really dropped the ball with this draw.
2, 5, 4, 4. That's actually one more person than was allowed in the field.
Yeah, I don't know how that works.
And he just
No goalie?
subtract one of those numbers.
I mean, knowing Wings, you'd probably play with no goalie if you had that option.
Yeah, we might see some inventive play styles, that's for sure. Down into Group B, we have Uruguay and J-Face.
Okay.
All right, so we
We
got,
got 3 Buckeyes in that group
in theory, 3 Columbus Crew SC fans.
and
Group-
Crew
Group
SC
B.
fans. And Jocko, who is also somewhat of a Buckeye fan, so I guess you could say we have 4 Buckeyes in that group.
For moving on to Group C, we have Peru and Cal Hockey.
Crew SC fan. There's a lot of us.
Yeah, he's got no chance there.
I wasn't commenting on that.
I don't care. I'm
You're
just
just taking
commenting.
that to the level, Lockshot. Jeez.
And that means the final draw in Group D, we have Chile and Hockey 79.
Only in the World Cup due to 4 parentheses exclamation point teams dropping out. That's literally what Lockshot wrote.
Wait, didn't Hokie just finish his half of the season?
Yeah, but he is finishing the World Cup, so he still earns his spot.
If you look at his World Cup table, he lost all 5 games with a negative 13 goal differential, but because everybody else dropped out, he's in.
Survive in advance.
That's all you got to do. You don't have to actually
all
win
that
the
matters.
game. If you just troll people enough offline to the point where they quit the league, you can advance. That's what I've learned from this draw.
It worked for him and J-Face, and UCAN, and Pitt.
For both the Americas region and the Africa-Asia region, both of them only had basically 4 people alive at the end of qualifying, whereas for the European region, actually all 16 managers stuck through to the end, so a little bit of oddity there.
Sounds terrible. If I was in a group and it all involved Colby, just quit. I don't care.
So, now that we have our draw, let's group by group analysis? Maybe? Yes? Okay, let's do a group by group
I
analysis.
say we go to Knowles.
Yeah, let's go to Knowles.
Getting pretty quiet.
He's been muted for a while. I think he can be unmuted now. Knowles, let's start with your group, Group D.
What about it?
What?
Well, okay.
Was it bad? Is that what he said? I don't even know.
I like my group. I like playing hokey, Pitt, Big Beans. I I'll go ahead and say it. I think Pitt will advance along with myself. I hate to say that, but I think that happens. Colby.
You are the defending champ, so I think you have some room to say that.
Yeah, defending champ on a technicality, you could say, I guess, from Seals, huh?
What's the history of the Nationals and the Pirates here, though? This is this matters.
Yeah, do you have any
I don't follow
stats
the EL.
on this?
The EL is trash. Let's be honest.
Be honest. Group C.
Just ignore it.
Just ignore that.
No, it's fine.
Oh, we've got a comment from the Slack chat here. Warren has a all caps asterisk remark.
Of course.
Would have to agree.
I would also have to agree.
But I mean, realistically, I could get beat. I could not go through. I could see
Hurt me cheese emoji.
Beans and Pitt going through in Group D. I'll hit on the other three groups a little bit. Of course, Zeke.
Interesting you go with the long I there. Zeke. I've always gone Zick.
Zick.
Wait, no, this is a valid question. Does everyone say Zeke? Or am I the only one that says Zeke?
I
don't
say
know.
Zikri, but when I shorten it, I say Zeke.
We got to get him on the phone.
Well, it's simply Zick.
Could call him Zick. S-I-C.
Valid.
Does anyone have...
Bobby, what's your thoughts on this one?
I don't go with the long eye.
Okay.
I don't go with the long eye.
You're the only one, Knowles. You're the only one.
All right, whatever. I'll take Egypt and Greece through. Schwepp could give him a little trouble. He could pass the I'll give you some. I'll put Colby and Seals through B. And then Group A, I mean, you could get cheesy Red Wings.
Bold words from you, Knowles.
Or Bronco plays solid. Ass hat.
Whoa.
Why don't you just praise everyone that's in this chat and criticize everyone who's not in this chat? That's what I'm hearing right now.
I mean, Group A is pretty much a toss-up, I think.
Yeah, I mean, if
You can't.
I had to
I mean,
choose-
all four of those guys can win a given match in that group.
Yeah, I mean, if I had to choose two managers in the league who I'm most even with, it would be UCAN and Bronk, and of course I get them in this draw. And Red Wings, I don't care.
If you just want to pick the teams, you go with Portugal and Mexico, I guess. But who knows?
Everybody in that fucking group's gonna end up with 3 points.
I would not be surprised. That group's rough. Anyone, I don't know. I'm pretty sure Bronk will come out, but I don't know who comes out number 2 in that group. I could easily see it being UCAN, or it could be me. I don't think Red Wings is coming out of that group.
Yeah, I don't think. If there's not one person's Red Wings.
All right.
That's about all my projections. Colby,
Colby Beard's enjoying himself right now. Let's
unmute Colby here and get his thoughts on these groups.
Hold on, let me stop laughing at Knowles. Okay, I'm good. All right, yeah, I'll start. Group A is just a clusterfuck. I have no idea what's going to happen there. That's about as evenly picked as a group as you could possibly pick. I'm going to take, if I'm picking teams out of that group, I'm going to take Broncos, mostly because of the Portugal factor. I think it's clearly the best team in the group, and as good as anyone in the group. And then I'm going to say I think Red Wings might actually shock some people and get out of that group.
time to be That's me.
You're done, Colby.
I wanted to hear his analysis for the rest of this.
I mean, I certainly wasn't going to pick Asshat. He might finish dead last, and I would just celebrate like it's nobody's business.
You cans on the chat. Follow the Knowles protocol and praise those who are on the chat. With the exception of Rockshot.
Listen, that's not what I'm here for. I've gone full rogue after Broncos has totally gone against me with this fucking draw.
Better expected.
Bronk went full heel with this draw after being so kind to me for so long that I'm a little upset. So in that group, I'm going to pick Broncos.
Flag emojis.
I'm gonna fucking Knowles, and I'm gonna pick Red Wings. It's going to be a clusterfuck. He might win one game 4-3 and find a way to tie another one 4-4, and that might be enough. I just think there could be enough draws between the rest, and I don't think he draws enough. He's going to find a way to either win or lose, and maybe he sneaks one out. Group B, I think it's a group of death. I think it's a really good group. Like J-Face and Jocko are both very, very good to go with Seals and myself. I'll say me and Seals, just being the two A guys there, but I think that is prime for one of us to get left behind, which would be a pretty big shocker. But I think both those guys, especially, I played J-Face a ton, and we draw a fair amount, and I feel like that could easily leave me or Warren behind. C, it's Zikri, and then a bunch of bums. Especially Chwep, he's trash.
He's not even here to listen to you now.
Oh, well, that makes it less fun. I'm actually going to pick him to advance.
But he actually picked it too.
Red Owl might draw 3 games and not get out of that.
Well, you have to remember that Red Owl is also playing Cal, and Red Owl is out for blood against Cal every single time.
I'm well aware of what I said, asshat. He might draw 3 games and not get out of this thing. He just puts so many guys at the back, and they're so hard to score on. It's pretty resigned to playing that way, and it's fine. It's really hard to beat, and it might be enough to get out, but I'll take Zick and Schwepp in that group. D, Lowell is just absolute a gift from Broncos. Total dog shit. Not real happy about it, but I'll take Knowles, and I'll take Big Beans. England's a really good team. Beans is good enough to get to A. I'll be shocked if it's not him and Beans getting out of the group. So, yeah.
Tony Chinese, you can call it Tony Chinese.
Why are you telling me this? I guess that brings us to Bobby now.
All right, so my thoughts on Group A. I have to agree with the earlier sentiment. Broncos will advance just due to the class he has with Portugal. I think in the end, Asshat will advance out of that group ahead of me and Wings, but it'll be by a slim margin. It'll be a really tight group. B, I agree. Warren, Colby, make it out. If Jocko can steal a game between one of them, then that'll definitely make things interesting, which is possible. So we'll just have to see. C, I have to. Obviously, Zick, I feel, is going to advance and win the group. If Red can get a result against Cal and not just get another tie, then I can see him advancing. If not, then I think Ryan will advance. And D, Nose and Beans move out. Pitt with Cameroon, their speed probably will make things interesting, but I just don't think he has enough firepower to get past either one of them.
All right.
Are you giving your take yet, Oxford?
Am I giving my take now? I think I did. I don't remember. I think I did my group.
You just pieced. All right.
All right. Bye, Bobby. Group B. Obviously, you've got Colby and Warren there, who are two of the best top 3 players in the league. But Spain, I think, will make it interesting. J-Face always plays pretty good defense and can make that interesting. But I think it'll be Colby and Warren coming out of that group.
You gotta say Warren, right?
Yeah, I feel like that's obvious, and we're overthinking it with Spain being there. I mean, it's got to be Colby and Warren. Group C, Zikri, obviously, and then I got to go Schweb.
That means a lot. You're welcome.
I think Schwepp. I mean, if Red Owl loses one match there, I think he's out because I don't think he'll win any other ones.
Jeez.
I mean, he'll just draw. He'll draw. I don't think he won't beat Zikri. He might beat Cal, but I can see all of these being like 1-1 matches.
Look, Red Owl could easily post zeros against myself and Cal.
I could also see him.
You just don't. I mean, yes, I think you already have to say Zikri, of course. But then you never know. I mean, it's going to come down to can you win a 1-0 game against Greece?
He is the king of the 1-0.
Perfect team for Red Owl for how he plays.
Yep. So. And Red Owl is a king of the 1-0. But I think most of these, I think the 1-0 that'll go against him will be Schlepp, and that will be what gets Schlepp out of the group.
I have to agree.
Wait, so who did you pick there?
Zikri and Schlepp.
Oh.
And then Group D, Knowles and Beans. I mean, Knowles, defending champ, it's going to be hard to pick against him. And then Beans.
It's actually not that hard to pick against Knowles.
That's true. But Beans with England clearly has the most talented team in that division, or in that group. And I think skill-wise, he's top 2 also in that group.
Yeah, Knowles is a good player. That's even though Czech Republic is arguably
the worst team.
England and Chile are definitely.
You remember, Knowles might fuck around and win A. Like that is a distinct possibility that it might happen.
Yeah,
Which I will then resign and never play FIFA ever again. But it is a distinct possibility.
I hope that happens.
Colby's never going to play FIFA again. Now, the biggest Knowles fan, unmute Knowles, mute everybody else. Knowles, let's get this done. You can do
Is his word, his bond there? Is he going to retire if it happens?
You win A, I will retire. I have said that multiple times. I will retire.
So this is official.
Got 2 big games.
He's not going to win.
Games,
All right.
huh?
We've got a match coming up. I'll let you win that.
Me or Zick.
Knowles, just do it for me.
The pressure, huh? The pressure.
I've been trying to get Colby to quit FIFA for upwards of 6 years. Nothing's gotten the job done thus far.
Maybe we should get him. Maybe we should get him a better job and a woman.
Oh,
Whoa.
Look at that look.
Whoa.
Colby has a terrific girlfriend. Very nice. You're welcome, Colby. That's some good.
I have a girl. She's a very
No
nice
more Taco Bell though, right?
He does frequently eat Taco Bell. I'm gonna stay away from
I had Raising Cane's chicken fingers today, and it was just...
That is correct. Eat that up, not Taco Bell.
This was a good idea.
I'm so glad we got Knowles on this.
I am not. Any Knowles is too much Knowles.
Man, some more shots at Knowles in the Slack chat here. We got Red Wing saying he cheated. Gigantic asterisk, quote unquote, from Colby. I mean, what do you have to say?
Are we gonna get Broncos thought on this, or we just forget he exists because he's running the draw?
No, we'll get Broncos on this. We got to take some shots at Knowles while we're at it.
We gotta get Broncos thoughts.
Yeah, let's get Bronc's thoughts here.
All right. Well, I think at least just for my group, I do think that probably is the most even. I do think playing with Portugal will definitely be a huge advantage for me, though. Played pretty well with them throughout qualifying, so I like my chances. But I think one of the key things that hasn't really been talked about too much is also the top 2 teams from Group A are going to go on and play top 2 teams from Group B, and then for C and D, they're going to play against each other. So really, whoever comes out of Group A, you're probably looking at either Colby or Seals in the very next round, which would be pretty tough tough quarterfinals match.
Well, now that I know that's a thing, and Zikri's on the other side of the bracket, I revoke everything bad I've said about you Broncos, and I am back to being the recurring payments will continue. Me and Zikri on opposite sides of the bracket is always a good thing.
I got
I don't know, Knowles did increase that bid a little bit, so we're going to have to up that a little bit more. But, yeah, I think C and D, kind of similar to what you guys said, pretty much the same thing. But I do think if I had to pick, I'd probably say Group C and D probably be the little bit of an easier side of a bracket rather than having, Colby and Seals having against each other in group stage and then have to go on and face, whoever comes out on top in Group A. So I think that could make for some good quarterfinal matches.
I just realized that. Yeah, if I come out of Group A, I'm playing either Warren or Colby next. That's no fun.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that's why I'm rooting for Spain.
Or Jocko or J-Face.
Or Jocko or J-Face. I'm going by my predictions.
I wouldn't have to play Warren or Colby until the final. This actually was not a bad draw, as long as I can escape Zikri at some point. That's not easy. But
That's not happening.
yeah, you're right. Fuck.
I mean, you're playing Zikri in your group, so you got to play him there.
This could have been better.
I do think, though, kind of looking at all the tables and just think about all the qualifiers, friendlies, all that. If there's kind of one team that at least I want to avoid, I think it definitely is Seals and the Ivory Coast.
Yeah.
He got to the final last year, basically should have won it. I think he's still playing great this year. I don't think it really matters what his form is right now in League A. I think he's going to come in the World Cup and be fine. So I think that's kind of the one person I want to avoid a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like I'm playing for second in that group. Like, just Warren being as good as he is, and then also having the Ivory Coast compared to my Romania or whatever. It's a tall task.
Yeah.
But you've got confidential Messi, and he trumps everything.
He's just one man at the end of the day. Just one man.
One man who led Europe in goals.
Well, I didn't say he was a trash man. I just said he's a man.
Yeah, it is actually. All right. So, well, I guess we've lost Bobby for the rest of this.
He just peed.
She just left.
He gave his take and then just bounced.
He hates us, and I can't say I blame him.
Yeah, well, that's
All right. So we've talked about who we think is coming out of the group. Who do we think is going to meet in the finals? Let's start with Colby.
Okay. I'm going to say that it is Warren Seals facing Egypt and Zikri in the final. And Warren gets his first major TSL title by winning the World Cup.
I'm sure that's something Warren's definitely hoping for after coming so close twice to winning TSL A. Let's go to Knowles next. He's just sitting there quietly.
I'll go with the same finals there with Seals winning. He's got a little chip on his shoulder from last year.
Bronk. What do you think? Who wins?
I think Seals is gonna win it, but at least who he'll play in the final. I think I'm gonna go a little bit of a surprise pick. I don't think Knowles is gonna repeat. I think Zikri. I mean, he's obviously good, but I can see him getting tripped up at some point just because he is Egypt. So I'm gonna go a little outside the box. I'm gonna see Big Beans in the final. A little run with England, and then losing the final to Seals.
Interesting.
That's a good shout. That's a good prediction.
Yeah, I don't hate that pick. Let's go to Ryan.
It's pretty simple. Myself. I think you have to.
That's the best joke all night. My lord.
I think you have to believe in yourself to be.
How many beers have you had tonight? Good God.
Choose not to disclose that information. And I'll go with Colby because I think Colby's a good player. So I'll lose, but I'll at least get to the final.
I'm okay with this prediction.
There you go.
And I guess that brings it to me. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go Warren versus.
You don't believe in yourself?
No, I don't believe in myself. I can't be Warren.
Why are you? Yes.
I might play Warren. I'm not gonna beat him. He's had my number. Ivory Coast. I can't do anything to stop that team. I would have to say Warren might play. I'm gonna go Knowles again. I think for the storyline that would be an interesting rematch in the finals. And then Warren probably wins that. Definitely wins that, actually.
By maybe a dozen goals.
See,
Perhaps a dozen.
Plays D in the semifinals. I assume here. I just assume that to be the case.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that might be the one match where we might drop all TSL rules and Warren can just score however many goals he wants.
I don't think there's any rules in the cup. Just he's going to beat him by a dozen.
Well, that's a good point you brought it up. Actually, in the group stage, it's the same tiebreakers as the Copa, where head-to-head is a top tiebreaker. But there is no kind of goal differential rule. If you actually look at last World Cup, I think we had, 2 6-0 games in the group stage. In fact,
We did. I was one of them.
one of them, in case you did not remember, was actually Hokie NYC.
We don't have
against
to talk about that.
And 6-0 in Hokie's favor. So
That was
maybe we'll see more score lines like that. But
What happened?
no.
Refresh my memory one more time.
We don't need to talk about this. Let's mute Bronk over here and mute Colby. Yeah, that was a rough go. I think that was my worst loss in FIFA history, except for like one time.
Hokie once beat me by 5. He has also handed me my worst loss ever.
So yeah,
I do think, though, once we do get to the knockout stages, I just think the mix of basically like the caliber of teams and managers will make for some interesting games. Just looking at last World Cup, 6 of the 8 games were won by 1 goal in the knockout stage. So I think as the tournament moves on, I don't know there will really be one kind of like standout favorite that just dominates the field from beginning to end.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think the draw is set up for a very interesting World Cup. I mean, I think the bottom half with C and D is a quote-unquote weaker half, but in the end, the mix of teams and owners, by the time we get to the final 8, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens.
yeah, I would have to agree with that. I don't think there's anyone who I could confidently say will make it through.
Yeah, anything can happen in this thing. I mean, Knowles won it last year, which is just the shows that literally anyone can win this thing.
Knowles can win this. I can win this.
That's a great point. And by Knowles.
Oh man, we lost Knowles after that game.
Apparently didn't like those comments. But yeah, if Knowles can win, then anyone can.
Wants one of those T-shirts. I have some extras for sale. Let me know.
What? All right. Is that it?
That's not the end of the show.
I'm asking you.
We have 5 viewers left on this thing anyway, 3 of which are us, so Jesus Christ.
Do we count as viewers? I don't think we do.
Can we see the viewers?
No.
If you're still watching, man, you must be really bored. Congrats.
What do we got here going on in Slack? So we had 4 out of 5 of us picking Warren to become
Oh, Knowles is back. That's unfortunate.
and the only person who didn't was Schwepp here. What is?
I picked Colby against myself. I mean, I have look, and that's only because I've beaten Warren. And that's no offense to Warren, because I think he outshot me by a lot in all the times I've
You
actually
beat me once. I think
I've
the year
beaten
was
Colby. That's
2012.
I've
You beat him 4 years
I've
ago.
beaten Warren literally once. I've beaten Colby 0 times. So that's
That is not true. That is a
4 years ago,
in
according to
league
Colby.
play. In league play, I think I've drawn you 3 times.
I don't. There's a content piece by Red Owl about that somewhere, but I think you won one, right? I don't remember.
I don't think I've ever won. As embarrassing as that is. But it's true.
If anyone wants to see me and Asshat do this like weekly, next FIFA release, that's a possibility. If not, well, it'll mostly just be me yelling at Asshat. So.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. So.
Oh, we're gonna do it.
I thought we were gonna do it this FIFA release, and then yeah.
Well, then we were overtaken by people who left the league. So.
Yeah, Flyo, man.
Fuck you, Panda.
All right.
I see Knowles rejoined this hangout.
Yeah, who invited him back?
Welcome back, Knowles. He can't.
Knowles, do you know how to unmute yourself? Should I do it for you?
He's from Kentucky. He has no idea what he's doing.
All right. Knowles is unmuted. You got to defend your honor here. Nothing from Knowles. Okay. Let's turn his camera on.
Please do.
Oh,
Yeah.
Is that a pizza? What?
what are we looking at
Oh,
here?
it's some books.
Not some football books.
Those can't read.
Oh,
Oh, he's on the phone. Oh.
Oh. All right.
How are there still 5 viewers? Go to bed. Even if you're on the West Coast. Christ.
Are we shutting this thing down or what?
Well,
I don't really have much else to say about it.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Last time
Yeah, I think my only closing words is just, I want to thank our sponsors, Pokemon Go.
this podcast. Look, this
I caught a
podcast.
Hitmonchan and a Hitmonlee today. I'm a 23 Pokemon master.
Yeah, I think I need to go catch some more Sandshrews. I've been getting a lot of those around my area recently.
Ooh, I went on a hunt for a Sandshrew earlier. It delayed me watching SmackDown live.
I'm a level 17, and Colby's like a level 24.
I'm a 23.
like everything else, Colby found a way to be really, really good at this game too.
This game is literally having less of a life than anyone else.
Which somehow you're very good
This
at.
game is saving Colby's life by finally giving him an outlet for exercise.
I've walked over 110 kilometers
Yes.
catching Pokemon.
Basically.
You once went on a 5-mile hike around a park looking for Pokemon. Charmanders.
I did eat like $12 of Taco Bell afterwards, but I did do that.
All right. Well, we'll stop cutting into everyone's Pokemon Go time. And
That's why Bobby pieced. He had to hit the trails.
yeah,
Oh,
I think that's
That's
definitely why we lost Bobby.
nice.
Well, I don't know how to close this. That's Ryan's job. So.
Look,
See you next on Versus.
it's been a fun draw. I think all we have left now are some fun games to look forward to. We've had a good time here tonight, rambling at one another. If you're still one of these 5 viewers, thank you. You deserve
You're
some
truly
credit for
special.
that. You stuck through all this.
You stuck through Knowles talking.
And I think we can genuinely say thanks to everyone here for, forming what really is a great community to play a video game we all enjoy. Outshot. I think it actually.
Every time the new season starts, it gets harder to leave, Ryan.
From here, it's harder to leave.
I think they put something in the water there at TSL.
That's true. So with that, let's all try to play our games on time. Let's not DM me 700 times. I'm available via Slack DM.
Hashtag do not let Knowles repeat.
That's a hashtag I think we can all get.
Go Padres. Go Padres.
Go.
You guys laughing at me, huh?
I have never laughed at you in my entire life, Knowles.
That's an out-and-out lie. Did you switch on my camera? How'd that happen?
We control your computer. Do it again.
I got it reversed somehow.
Should we broadcast your camera to
We can
everyone?
see all your books.
Let's
You can't
broadcast the
read.
camera.
Why do you have books, Knowles?
He likes to read. But what I'm curious is, why is this laptop
Do
facing?
you love football?
I told you.
I do love football, John Gruden.
Is your laptop just facing the ground? Like, are you not looking at your screen? Oh,
No. I'm on the Surface, and it recognized the rear camera instead of the front camera.
Ooh, a
And
Surface.
people on Slack here are just as surprised that Knowles reads.
Going off the ring.
All right. Well, it was a fun time.
All right.
Good luck, everyone. And hashtag do not let Knowles repeat.
East Coast, go to bed. West
Also,
Coast,
hashtag asshat sucks.
Hashtag Bucks suck.
Whoa!
Go fuck yourself, Knowles!
Get this guy out of the chat.
And Knowles has been muted permanently.
Woo!
It was not deleted. I heard that woo loud and clear.
Ohio State. Woo!
Go Carissa. Go Bucks.
See you guys later.
All right.
Just
See you on the pitch.